Hi everyone, welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name's Lizzie and today I'm here to tell you about my latest sewing make, which is the Nina Lee Southbank Sweater. So I'll put an image of the pattern on the screen now for you to have a look in case you're not familiar with it. But the Nina Lee Southbank Sweater is such a great pattern. I've already made one version of it already. I've made the full length version, so version 1 is a full length sweater dress. I'll put a picture here now and a link in the corner if you want to go and see my video on that. And version 2 is like a standard ordinary length sweater, and then the version 3 is a cropped sweater, and I've chosen to make the cropped sweater. Reason being is that I love to wear high-waisted things. I actually have short legs in comparison to my torso, so I've got a really long torso, and obviously that kind of makes my legs shorter in comparison. And yeah, so I love wearing high-waisted things because it makes my legs look longer, so high-waisted skirts, high-waisted jeans, etc, etc. And so if I then put a full-length jumper over the top, it kind of ruins the illusion of the long legs that the high-waisted item is giving. So I thought, how perfect to make a little cropped sweater to wear with all these high-waisted things I like to wear. Another reason I really wanted to make another Nina Lee Southbank sweater is because my first one is so comfortable and so warm. I'm a cold-blooded person, I'm always cold, and so in the winter in particular I just need to be wearing loads and loads of layers, and this winter I found it really quite difficult to wear very many of my me-made things just because I didn't have they weren't layering appropriate, and that's what I really need. So before I show it to you, I will just tell you a bit about the fabric. I've featured this fabric in a fabric haul video, which I'll link in the corner. And this is some beautiful bottle green fleeced back sweatshirting, which I bought from Fabric Godmother. I bought 1 metre of it and it was £14 a metre, and I actually have a fairly large sort of scrap piece left over, so I'm not quite sure what to do with that actually. It's such lovely fabric, so I need to find some use for it. But yeah, so that was not the cheapest fabric, but because I only needed 1 metre of it, it was totally fine. It's so soft. It's just so soft. I cannot recommend it enough, and I've only washed it once so far from pre-washing it, so I'm not sure how well it does in the wash yet, but so far it's just gorgeous. So let me show it to you. I will put some images in and videos and things, but I can kind of show you on me as well here. So as you can see, it's got this lovely little funnel neck, which is not the kind of funnel neck, oh whoops, sorry, I've got makeup on it. It's not the kind of funnel neck that you have to roll over yourself. It's like fixed in shape already, which I really like because it's just less faffing. And then it's got a slight dropped shoulder that you can see here, and then some lovely cuffs on the sleeves. And then it's just this lovely cropped length, and so the top of my skirt is here, it's my little peep of white belly. And it's just such a great length. I really, really am in love with this. I'm so happy with it. It's so nice and snuggly and warm, so it'll be brilliant in the winter, and obviously, sadly in the summer, it's not always hot in the UK, so I'm sure I'll wear it over the next few months as well. But it's just so nice and cozy, and it's really comfortable. But I've made it a size that means it's cozy and it's not tight, but it's also not loose and baggy, so I think it manages to still be more on the stylish end of comfortable as opposed to the kind of loungy, scruffy side of comfortable, if that makes sense. So I think I can dress it up and wear it with like a nice little skirt and some tights and boots to sort of be out and about and looking nice, or I can wear it with jogging bottoms and be lazing around the house, so I think it's ideal. I made it in a size 8, and I would say that if I did want a really big, cozy, cuddly version that I could fit lots of layers underneath, I would probably size up. When I made it, the first time I made it in Ponte Roma, which is thinner than this fleece-backed sweatshirting, so I kind of thought, oh yeah, size 8 will be the same again. But of course, because this fabric is thicker, it means the overall garment ends up being a little bit smaller. In terms of adjustments, I made just one adjustment in terms of the fit, and that was that I added 5 centimetres to the length of the bodice, because as I've mentioned, I do have a really long torso, so if I hadn't have added that extra 5 centimetres on, I would have constantly just had like a little sliver of flesh on show. And as much as I'm not necessarily opposed to that, to flashing a little bit of flesh, but again, I made this garment to keep me warm, so I needed there to definitely be, a few centimetres or an inch or so like overlap between the top of my skirt or trousers and this jumper, because I don't like drafts. The only slight flaw with this garment is that despite having 25% stretch according to the Fabric Godmother website, the fabric isn't very stretchy, which doesn't matter for the most part. It's only the neck, so it's actually incredibly tight to get on and off over my head. At first I thought, oh my gosh, I'm not going to be able to get this over my head, but I have forced it on and it's fine, I can get it on and off. But as you can see here, like you're not going to want to take it on and off when you've got like makeup on, because you just get makeup all over it, which is not great. But yeah, so next time if I make it in another like thick sweatshirting material, I might try and make the neck hole a bit bigger. But as I said, it is totally fine, luckily. Overall, I'm so happy with this make. It's a really simple pattern. It has no fastenings, no tricky bits. I genuinely sewed it up within a couple of hours on an evening, which felt brilliant because I'm a very slow sewer in general, so I don't normally do the thing where I whip something up in a few hours. It's not generally realistic for me. But yeah, this genuinely is a really quick make. It'd be great for beginners. The Nina Lee instructions in the pattern are brilliant. So yeah, I highly recommend you giving it a try. And I'm definitely making more of these. I'm hoping that by sort of middle of next winter, I'll have a whole collection of cropped Southbank sweaters that can just be stylish but cozy in at all times. Thanks so much for watching. Do give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and subscribe if you'd like to see more, and I'll see you next time. Bye!